Today, I fucked up by almost killing a guy with my nuts. I'm a baker at a company with a strict labeling policy. I accidentally made a cookie with nuts instead of a cookie without. Since the label said it didn't contain nuts, a man decided to eat one. Instantly had a reaction. Luckily, he realized right away. Do you get it, Stripes? He almost killed a guy with his nuts. Do you get it?
Where's it to? No, but like,
What do you mean, no, you don't get it? Are you sure?
I get it. But how do you make this shorter? This story shorter?
Why would I want to make it shorter?
Where is the too long didn't read?
Too long didn't read. Today, nuts. Allergy reaction. What? The top comment reads, okay, the headline totally misleading, but in a scary and funny way at the same time. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I would agree with that. The headline is misleading in a scary and funny way.
But what were you coming in expecting is the bigger question. What were the images flowing through your mind that this could have been?
I wanted it to be witty. I wanted it to bring something to the table. It says, today I fucked up by almost killing a guy with my nuts. Now, sperm is developed within the testicles, right?
Yeah.
So, it's kept outside of our body to keep this shit at a certain temperature. We could, have turned it into some sort of, I got too cold and I almost killed, my son before he was born because, we ended up warming each other up by, I don't know what I wanted, Stripes. I just didn't want this. Let's look at what you're doing. That's the cooler thing.
I stopped.
What do you mean you stopped?
Well, you were reading something, so I owed it to you to give you my full attention.
I like that you still have the Smokey Robinson link that I gave you in the background for the Quiet Storm. Quiet Storm! Somebody's going to be watching this going, oh damn, that girl listened to Smokey Robinson? No, man. Stripes isn't cool. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm plenty cool.
I'm plenty cool. Okay. Well, there you have it, guys. This was another link I sent her as part of a, oh, you don't know what that's from, do you? Type thing that I'm always doing in the...
Was it invited? I don't think you made a reference to it that made you link me to...
No, I was singing it out of nowhere, and you were probably just like, here he goes again. And I was like, no, this is a real thing. This is a real thing. I'll see you later, everybody. You see why I don't read TIFUs every day is because look how short that one was. You want me to read another one? Let's read a bonus TIFU.
Twofer.
Let's read the second highest upload. Okay, today I fucked up because I made my boss think I was suicidal. This ought to be fucking lame. I was at work. I was bored and tired and waiting for a client to call, dropping off a package. And I was typing random stuff into Google to see what the auto suggestions were. I typed, I'm tired, and looked at the drop-down list, selecting the first item just as the phone rang. I ran downstairs to get the package and came back upstairs and went home without turning off my computer. I got a strange email an hour later from my boss. Hey, pardon me for asking, but you left a screen with a Google search up on the computer at the front desk and I was worried. 3 things. First, thank God you're part of this team. Couldn't do it without you. There's that positive reinforcement. This has got to be a lady in this fuck up here. Everyone's glad you're here. Second, if you ever want to talk about anything, she probably got big titties. That's why he's saying something like this, including bad times and ugly shit. I'm here. You gotta let big titties know you're there for her. You know what I'm talking about? And third, I can't promise you that life will be wonderful, but I can promise you that you can feel better about it. I didn't believe it, but it's true. Listen to my voice. Could you deal with a boss that sounded like that with a straight face?
I would love. Actually, I've never had a boss, so there's.
I'm your boss, and I don't sound like that. But if I did sound like that, what would you deal with it?
I couldn't stand a minute with you.
So we'd have to communicate through like texts. I emailed him telling him I was fine and asking what I typed. And she typed, "I'm tired of living." My boss is hyper aware of depression and suicide and was scared for me, and now all the senior attorneys are treating me with kid gloves. Well, maybe it's a blessing in disguise, you know? Top comment here reads, "I think that email from your boss was actually so touching and just shows that he genuinely really cares for your well-being. What a boss. She has big titties, guys. Put this shit into perspective." A response to this response reads, "Same. As someone who has literally been fired for being too socially awkward, I'm autistic." Hey, way to admit it, unlike some of the people in my stream chats. Hi-yo. And too depressed, I'm depressed. I like that. I'm autistic and I'm depressed back to back. I say grab this amazing boss and hold on to him with both hands. And you know where to grab him too. You know what I'm talking about? Not literally, that would be sexual. Oh, he made the joke for me. How you go make the joke for me?
Reddit really is perfect for you.
Somebody else says, "Add me in. I've never been fired." What kind of circle jerk is this? I've never been fired, but I've had managers look me over during my interviews because of the genuine awkward tendencies. I'm an excellent employee, and managers who have hired me and gotten to know me know how hard I work and how devoted I am, and what personality I display.
Please stop this. Please stop.
Yeah,
I can't.
Yeah, you can't deal with it, can you? You know, this is why we stay away from these TIFUs, man. Why don't we read another one? A TIFU 3. This is what people have been dying for. It's like some kind of TIFU stream. Yeah, this is why I've gotten you involved. You didn't know ahead of time, but now you know. And knowing is half the battle. TIFU. Get it? Because it's a play on G.I. Joe. But you don't know anything about G.I. Joe.
I watched G.I. Joe.
No, you didn't. A real American hero. TIFU. By freezing my whole bank's money. That sounds dumb, man, but it's been updated the most. Here's a good one. A good one, I say. Today I fucked up. Oh, it's nice and small too. By putting my dick to sleep. So, you know that pins and needles feeling you get when you're on your arm or your leg falls asleep? I got that in my dick. I was sitting with my leg tucked underneath me for a while, and my heel was pressed up right behind my balls. I didn't realize it was losing feeling until I stood up, and the feeling started to come back. So the pins and needles started in my ball sack and moved up to my shaft, and did not feel good. Oh no.
I didn't know that could happen, but I guess
every little movement felt like I had stuck my dick into an electrical outlet. I mean, okay. How would you know for frame of reference? I was really worried for a second because I didn't know what it was, but then I realized and just sat down for a few uncomfortable minutes waiting for it to stop. Nice one, numbnuts. Has this been upvoted more than the actual TIFU?
I hope so.
Yes. It's received near 6,000 and it's been gilded twice. And this only got about, well, I think it got 7,000 votes overall. And then these were the positives. There's Kyle with that math that nobody gives a flying fuck about.
It's weird. You never really think that, like,
Are you still drawing?
No, I'm not. Why?
Let me see what you're drawing.
I wasn't drawing. I stopped because you started reading. But
you know, you just said drawing and reading in the same sentence, like you're some kind of country girl.
Well, I am from Texas.
And you never leave the house, so how is any of that dialect making it back to you? Are you gleaming the culture through the window when people drive by and you shout things out the window?
No, I only need to take a look to know what they sound like.
You. That's how we end the video, man. You think we should just keep going? You think you can top that? I only need to look to know what they sound like.
Just stop.
No, we gotta go. We gotta keep going. Today, I fucked up by sending my gym partner to the ER. So, wait, let me try that again. Hold on. So, yeah, that one. That's the one. Okay, let's do it again. So, nah, that one wasn't as powerful. That first one was scary, you know what I'm talking about? So, last night, my gym partner and I decided to go on a late gym run to get swole. I hate it already. I also recently met this beautiful girl on Tinder, and we've been Snapchatting each other as if it was our full-time job. She's freaking gorgeous. So my gym partner and I decide to go full Hulk and bench press as much as we can. On his final set of 275-pound bench press, I get a snap from the Tinder girl, and it's a video. As I open up the Snapchat, my gym partner asked if I'm all ready to spot him, but without thinking, I said yes. Now here is where I royally fuck up. You know, I'm gonna include my snap at the bottom. I'm kidding. What?
Can I make an educated guess and think that this is probably involving boners?
No, I think it's God Stripes. He sent his gym partner to the ER, and the setup was like, oh, I've been Snapchatting this hot girl back and forth. My snap is Kyle, ladies. And by the way, he goes on to say, oh, you know, his friend thought he was going to help him, like, spot him as far as bench pressing, lifting the weights. But then he got a text message, you know, like a picture message on Snapchat from this hot girl. So where do you think that's going to go using your, you know, reading comprehension?
You didn't actually spot him.
And then because the weights collapsed upon him, then...
Yes.
Okay. Why did you think it had to do with the cocks?
I guess I forgot the headline.
Yeah. As he counts down to start benching, I open up the Snapchat and it's a video of the girl with not safe for work content, suggesting that we should hit it up tonight, whatever it is. I was completely focused on the 10-second video until I heard a thud and a gag for help.
Oh.
My gym partner lost control of the bench, which landed on his throat. I immediately dropped my phone and tried to help lift the bar. People around us saw what was happening and everyone rushed to help as well. Unfortunately, my gym partner started to cough up blood, and it got pretty bad. Reddit, I'm a fucking idiot. I fucked up so bad that I don't know what to do with myself. Currently at the hospital with his family, and he's getting an emergency surgery. All I know right now is that he's been in surgery for the past 6 hours and counting. He really did destroy this guy, and this looks like sincere. This looks real.
Yeah.
And this is sad.
I was gonna say he could have died, but he might have died.
No, I was gonna initially make the joke, well, oh, did you get the poontang with this dumb slut on Snapchat? But not Snapchat, on Tinder, because that's where it originated. Not all girls on Snapchat are loose, but those Tinder girls are. Oh my god. Those Tinder girls are like, yeah, I like that one. We're gonna bang. Let's do it. But holy crap, man. Too long didn't read. My gym partner and I went ham on a bench press. Forgot to spot my gym partner because I received a Snapchat video from a girl that I met on Tinder. I also forgot to respond to the girl, so it looks like I'm done with her. Oh yeah, because you forgot to respond. Yeah, well, those Tinder girls are just gonna move on to the next piece of meat. You know what I mean? Major update. The family and I spoke with the doctors, and this is what happened. A piece of his larynx was damaged, along with a minor fracture. Couldn't really understand everything that the doctor said, but my friend will survive, and the insurance will cover the medical cost. I hope everyone can take away some valuable lesson from this incident. I'm deleting Snapchat, never bringing a phone to the gym, and always respecting the bro code. You don't need to go that far. You just need to, you know, be reliable. And when somebody asks if you can spot them, then you do that, as opposed to going, yeah, whatever. Come on, Bert. Faggot. I am genuinely sorry about what happened, and I hope my friend will forgive me. Ultimately, the surgery went really well. Minor update. Just got home and did not expect this to blow. Oh, here we go. Fucking nerd editing his post because it's getting attention. The top comment reads, that's pretty bad, man. Like, really bad. Hope you guys are still friends after that. Also, good luck with the girl if you ever respond. If you even responded. Dude, not cool. That's the real top comment right there. You don't see me upvoting shit often. That was a sad one. We should end this on like a happy note.
Why do you keep doing this? Like,
here's one. This one seems to be great. It's a great one to end, as long as it's not ridiculously long. Okay.
Or depressing.
With a title like this, I'd be surprised how depressing it could get. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on here. Today, I fucked up by suffering explosive diarrhea while my car drove into a fast food restaurant. Oh wait, you can't see this because I'm not sharing screens. Brilliant.
No.
Obligatory, this didn't actually happen today. I don't remember when it actually happened, but it had to be around 2001. I'm posting this because I posted it as a comment on an earlier post, and a few people told me that they thought my story was way worse than the original and it deserved its own TIFU. And yes, what follows is verbatim what I wrote over there. I was in the fast food drive-thru, building on one side, curb and hedge on the other side, when my stomach started its death moans. Apparently, it was anticipating what was to come and trying to warn me. The car in front of me finally moves. I got it past the window without picking up or paying for my food and almost literally skid sideways into the handicap spot, illegally, right outside the door closest to their bathroom. I'm struggling to keep it in at this point, but if I don't get out now, I'm gonna fertilize the interior of my truck. I get out of my truck, and I'm doing my best I can to sprint for the door while simultaneously clenching my ass muscles as tightly as humanly possible. I made it to the door before the dam broke. There was a massive trail of liquid shit from the door all the way to the bathroom, and by the time I got my pants down and sat on the toilet, it was empty. Not one drop ended up in the toilet. I did the best I could to clean myself and the bathroom up. Let's face it, there's no cleaning up in public restroom after an event like that. And make a beeline for the door. Oh, he just gets out of there? That's scary. I opened the bathroom door, and there stood a very unhappy store manager and a police officer. Behind them was my truck, sitting inside the entry of the restaurant. In my desperation, I forgot to put it in park before I got out, and it drove itself through the doors just a few seconds behind me. Not only did I get tickets for parking in the handicap spot illegally and for careless operation of a motor vehicle, but I also had to explain to a judge and my insurance company that it all happened while I was shitting myself, running through a restaurant, and not because I'm a careless idiot or a drunk. The drug actually laughed at me and said, "I don't even care if it's made up. That's the best excuse I've ever heard." He dismissed the tickets, which saved me a few $100s. My insurance company was not amused. Too long didn't read. I shit my pants all over the floor of a restaurant while my truck drove itself through the front doors. I got tickets, the judge laughed, and dismissed them. My insurance company fought hard to avoid paying for the damages. Oh boy.
I guess paying in shame is almost as bad as paying in money.
The steakhouse incident. Oh,
What?
that's something I can read another time. This is long.
I guess that's it.
That's it for now. You got any other gems you want to drop in the chat here?
Chat?
Whatever this is that we have, we can call our verbal.
Why did you do it live? I don't even understand anymore.
Wait, why didn't I do it live?
I was under the impression that you were doing it live.
No.
Well, there you go. That's what I'm leaving on.
Yeah, is that a high point to leave on? Why didn't you do it live? Stripes. Oh my god. Let's see who this video pisses off. Did you like these fuck ups? See, I said these instead of this because we did more than one. Then like the video. If you didn't, I don't know, man. Hit the thumbs up button. It'll send me a notification. I'll get right on making, better content that is right up the alley of, your butthole douche.